Great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
1st down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Buying time to his left. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The tackle made by Garrett.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. from the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down, Miami.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The Dolphin first down.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one is right through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Murray from midfield. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Well, the drive starts with a completion, left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Caught by number 10. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3, Cardinals 0.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Dolphins.
Here's Breida. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
This is fielded inside the 5. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Jerome Baker.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else.
And this is going to be Intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Brings up second.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run with Breida. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
He was covered.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. To throw again. Murray. Flush to his right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's a first down throw that's complete.
Murray's
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Third and 2, and here's Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Throwing again, Murray. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And some room to maneuver. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the 2nd half of a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Breida. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Breida. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the 2nd half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Dancing to his left. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but, of course, that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Now Murray again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. This is Breida. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Where's 52?
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead.
17. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Number 12. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Tua on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run with Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that when they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Focusing on me with some Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 55 is my guy. 55. Hey. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Back to throw. Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This from long, very long range. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be at 1 towards the end zone.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Smith on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a 1st down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the 1st.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And 10 yards to go.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Cards, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with